Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our new Salesforce Certified MuleSoft Associate course. In this session, we're going to break down and clarify some essential terminology used when working with APIs. Understanding these terms will help you speak the language of integration and communicate effectively within development and operations teams. Let's begin with the term API implementation. This refers to the actual backend logic and functionality behind an API. It includes the code, configurations, business rules, and data access that define what the API does. Think of it as the engine under the hood. What makes the API work when a request is made? Next, we have the API proxy. An API proxy acts as a lightweight layer that sits in front of the API implementation. It's commonly used for exposing internal services to external consumers without giving direct access to the backend. It can handle things like rate limiting, logging, monitoring, and security without changing the actual business logic. Now, let's talk about the API interface. This is what developers see and interact with. It defines how an API behaves from the outside. It includes the available endpoints, request and response formats, supported methods, and any parameters. You can think of it as the API's public contract. It tells you how to use the API without exposing how it works internally. Moving on to the API client or API consumer. This is any application, system, or user that makes requests to an API. Whether it's a mobile app retrieving data from a server or an internal service connecting to another system, the client is the consumer of the API's functionality. Finally, we have API invocation. This term simply refers to the action of calling or triggering an API. Anytime a client sends a request to an API, such as fetching data, submitting a form, or initiating a process, that interaction is considered an invocation. In conclusion, these core API terms, implementation, proxy, interface, client, and invocation, form the foundation of clear communication and effective collaboration in any integration project. By understanding and using them correctly, you'll be better equipped to design, manage, and troubleshoot API-based systems. Thank you for joining us today, and see you soon.